So betting on Olympic sports like track and field events, swimming, volleyball, handball, basketball, and even of course football are not popular among Nigerian bettors, but still many bettors know how to take advantage of this sport. And in this video, we'll be giving you all the tips for free and what to do ahead of the upcoming Olympics tournament. So yeah, but first, before we go into this video, a very big question for you. We all know football is the most popular sport in Nigeria, but after football, which one is next? Tough one, yeah.
That's actually very tough because
what's the next most popular sport after football in Nigeria?
I'm trying to look at it from the angle of the one that if you ask anybody on the streets,
exactly the angle
they can tell you maybe 5 players or something. And I'm not sure because I first thought basketball, then I said if I ask 5 random people on the streets, how many of them will tell you 5?
They will tell you the GOAT in the current GOAT in basketball.
But okay, I was thinking in terms of the Nigerian team. But now that you mention it like that,
from in
general, okay, yeah, probably basketball. Like people know LeBron, Curry, Durant, but I also
and Giannis as well.
Yeah, I think motorsport, or rather F1, Formula 1 is quite popular.
I was going to say
we
that.
have a lot of Formula 1 nerds, and it's always surprising. It's always annoying me on Twitter when I see.
What about boxing though?
Boxing is very popular on the streets.
Anthony Joshua gave a lot of prominence to boxing.
Yeah. I think we have a very strong boxing culture.
Yeah.
Like on the streets, but I don't know how big it is compared to like basketball. I think it's basketball.
I think it's basketball too.
Yeah.
So yeah, over the years, Olympics is something that we always look forward to. From a Nigerian perspective, I usually look forward to the football. I remember 2005 where the whole country, we woke up in the early hours of the morning, and we know how that happened. And if you're feeling very old, Mikel Obi was among the young players of that tournament, and that shows how old we are or how young we are.
I was not there.
You were not there?
It's YouTube, okay. I watched it, so I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so now the Olympics is just around the corner, and on the 26th of July, the Olympics will begin, where nations from around the world will compete for the gold honors. So which Olympic games do you personally think it makes sense to bet on?
To bet on, I think always football to start with. Definitely football. But if you, I don't know how many bookies are going to be having like boxing.
Yeah.
But boxing, you know that there are some powerhouses like Cuba. So you always like look out for Cuban boxers and the likes. Of course, USA always dominate the Olympics, so you look out for them in different events. So I think boxing, tennis is the Asians. The Chinese, they're very good.
Speaking of tennis, Nigeria, we now have a Nigerian in the top 20 of the table tennis ranking, Aruna Quadri. He's a veteran of the sport. So
I think tennis as well. Basketball, just USA. How many points are going to score?
Remember when we faced USA now?
Yeah.
Remember, right? I didn't have so much hope, but I didn't expect it to be that bad.
It was just terrible. They always, in fact, let's just not talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those sports, basketball, football, tennis, boxing, I think those are the ones where you know the powerhouses for sure, and you know who to. The rest might just be like a gamble. If you're going for something like I don't know, badminton.
Yeah. So speaking about Nigeria, 76 Nigerian athletes will compete at the Olympics 2024 in Paris, and this is the second most of Nigerian athletes in the past 5 editions. And this is particularly interesting because this is the very first time that Nigeria will have 3 boxers at the event. We have Dolapo, Omoli, Olaore, Taiwo, and Cynthia Ogunshemilore.
Yeah.
So we have 3 boxers at the tournament. How is that for you?
Well, I mean, when it comes to Olympics, I'm backing my country 100%. Even when we feel like maybe 10% hope, 90%, whatever, I'm backing them, And I think that because we have such a very strong culture, if we are putting out, athletes, we are definitely, putting out some that can medal. I think that we're going to medal actually. Personally, I think we're going to medal.
Okay, you think Nigeria are going to medal?
Yeah.
And by the way, I meant to say Olaiton or Laure, not Taiwo. So here's a list of the sports that Nigeria will compete at the upcoming Olympics, and I would like you to tell me which one you think we will medal, because you said you think we will medal. Athletics, of course, which is the 100 meter, 200. I think we have Toby
Amuson, Cerebroné as well.
Okay,
will medal.
Fair. Then we have badminton. We have basketball. Our female basketball team. I think they're having issues now.
My problem is always the preparations and everything. Even our Olympic team, that's for the female football.
Yeah.
The way they are being. In fact, let's not even talk about this.
Okay, so we have athletics, we have badminton, we have basketball, we have boxing, we have canoeing, we have cycling, we have football.
The canoeing,
exactly.
Considering the flood.
Exactly, everywhere. Every day.
In my former house, we used to use canoe to come out during rainy season. So,
okay, so you could also compete in the Olympics. Okay, so we have table tennis, of course. We have taekwondo.
I think table tennis we always
do very well. A bronze medal or something.
Forever.
And we have taekwondo. We have weightlifting.
Those are the judo.
And we have wrestling.
Yeah, we always do well in those sports. Judo, weightlifting. Yeah, I think that those are events that we might medal. Athletics, just track and field, basically. Just
Amuson Express.
Yeah, Amuson Express. But that's her event is very deep. It's too deep. Like the number of people that are competing and doing good times is crazy. But she's still the favorite. She's the world record holder. She's special. But she's going to face fierce competition. I think she will medal. As will Cerebroné. Cerebroné is always up there. I think right now the person that is really like setting everywhere alight is, Tara Davis, Woodhall. But Cerebroné is very, very, very good, and she's always up there in the events. So I think she's going to medal too. Okay,
fair enough. And on a side note, shout out to Actively Black. They released pictures for the merch that the athletes will wear, and solid.
We always do well.
We always do well with those stuff. I know at least if we are not going to get medals, let's go out and show our swag.
Yeah.
Let's swag up and show what we are. I mean, I love the jerseys. They look pretty nice. They look cool. And Actively Black. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they deserve their props on that one. So now we'll be moving into the main crux of the discussion. What to note when it comes to Olympics betting. Stay tuned. So the first thing to note about Olympics betting, I beg your pardon, is that not all bookmakers offer this form of betting because it is very peculiar. So you can visit bettingexpert.com to get a detailed analysis of the bookmakers that will be giving you this event and which bookmaker to go with preferably. Number 2 to note when it comes to Olympics betting is the fact that form does not matter when it comes to Olympics betting, because Olympics is where champions are made. I mean, going before the 2008, nobody knew Usain Bolt, and then he came and took everyone by storm. So form does not matter. Champions are set to be made. So anybody can come and take somebody that's
where athletes peak. Sometimes they are very strategic. They might not run their best times coming to, but once they enter there, that's what Elaine Thompson used to do. Elaine Thompson era, and
so, I remember, like, you see Michael Phelps, he will swim enough to be included. But when he gets to the Olympics,
because you're not supposed to show your hand for the event.
So, but regardless, you are safe with the big names. For instance, you know that when it comes to track and field events, when it comes to 4x100 or 100, US and Jamaica, those guys will always be there at the top 3, something like that. So you are better off sticking with those countries that have a preference for a particular sport. When it comes to basketball, Team USA. When it comes to swimming as well, Team USA. Then when it comes to tennis, like you said, the Asians, they are the kings of that. So it's better to check what the trend has been like over the past few editions and follow suit. Then also if you are a new or inexperienced bettor, it is best you go with the most popular sport like football, basketball, and probably tennis, because this less popular sports like volleyball, handball, they can be so unpredictable.
Very volatile.
So it's better to just go with the popular sports where you can still make, you know, something of a prediction. And the women's track events, for instance, is always like very volatile. Anybody can just, you know, come and go on there and win. So yeah, those are the tips from my side, and over to you for.
Well, for first of all, bet on the medals table. It's perhaps the safest bet like that you can make, because we know that America are going to gain a lot of, you know, medals. We know that China will do well. The traditional powerhouses, they always medal very high. So you just go, and then you know that the Kenyans, the East Africans will do well in the long distance races. So you know, just okay, you're going to probably get like 10 medals or 15 medals and all of that. So that's one. Also, bet on team sports more than individual sports if you can, because team sports, it's less volatile. Individual sports will rely on how one person can show up, and anything can happen with one individual, but with like multiple people, like in a team sports, you know, you're more assured, it's less volatile. And also do your research on any country to see how, you know, they're going to perform before making a decision. Just see how they've been performing, look at the trends and everything, and know what you're going to go for. Always do research. Research is very important when betting. If you're not doing research, then you're just basically gambling and you're throwing money away, and that goes against the ethos of what we're trying to preach, which is responsible and safe betting. And also have a bankroll. Again,
very important.
Very important. You have to always have that. Very important. But anyway, that's all that we can take on today's show. Make sure that you follow our channel and you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you are updated whenever we put up any video. We'll keep talking about the Olympics and, you know, building up to it. So of course, stay tuned and start working on your strategy alongside what we're trying to tell you and what we're, you know, the tips that we're giving you. But anyway, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.